How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Reverse Engineered. In today's video, we're going to start taking care of the suspension so we can fit those big meaty tires that came in. And also, we're going to do the subtle design that we decided to do on this truck to add our little special touch to it. So let's get started.
Look at what came in today, man. These are so beefy and looking so nice. That's the size, 315s. Look at that difference between the stock one and the ones we're going to install on this truck. It's looking sick, man. So before we start installing the bed here on the truck, we've got to change the height spacers. So we're going to install 2 inches, both sides. Then we have to change the hose for the inlet gas that you put gas in the truck. We got to change that hose over there because it's too short and we got to change it. Or we have to extend it by about 3 inches, and that's what we're using here. An old hose that we've got from a radiator coolant hose. We'll cut it to the specified length to as much as we need it, and we'll install it there. Then we can safely install the bed on the truck.
So these are the U-bolts that came with the lift kit. I already went ahead and put on the nuts while we have it off the truck so we can cut it. And we take the nut off and the thread reforms so we don't have any problems while putting it back on, because it's easier to cut it off while it's off the truck rather than when it's on and you don't have any room. We're gonna cut that off, each of the 4
U-bolts. Yeah. So the reason we're cutting them is because they're way too long. These can be used for also for 3-inch, 2-inch. So they're just pretty much universal. Cut them to fit our need and we're good to go. How much we have cut from the U-bolt, about 2 inches. So let's get a comparison with the one we've got to measure the sizes. So I think this one might be, what's the width on this one? Maybe 1.5.
1.5, yeah.
Maybe 1.25. I'm not sure. Just put them side by side so we get a comparison. So put the other one on top. Here, let me see the side. So yeah, maybe that one was 1.5, and the one we are installing, it's 2 inches. So we have started removing this hose for the gas tank. We gotta extend that by about maybe 3 inches, somewhere around there, just because we changed the quarter panels on the bed and it's not long enough. It doesn't go where it's supposed to go on the bed. So that's why we're doing this change right now.
We have the spare hose from a Volkswagen parts car we done in the past. So we're just gonna use this hose. It's around the same thickness. It's perfect for our application.
Yes, pretty much same angles that we need. So that's why we kept it. Well, that's not the reason we kept it. It's just it happened for us to have it around.
The way we're gonna take these off, they're always stubborn. Gonna stick a screwdriver in there, lift it up a little bit.
Spray some lubricant or anything that lubricates, and it'll come off like a hot knife through butter. I know my analogy does not make sense, but look at that.
It's already moving, but I just can't pull it.
I guess the hose is too tight or something.
There we go.
It's out.
That was pretty easy, honestly.
Yes, it was. I think it has a backflow valve that stops it from coming out. Not that it needs one. Maybe just so the gases don't come out.
We've got almost a perfect angle.
Fit, bro. And angle as well. So yeah.
About 3 inches?
Yeah, about 3 inches.
Alright, mate. Cut it at 4 inches, just so we have extra. I'd rather have more and chop it more than have less and nothing to cut out of. You know what I mean, Daniel?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, man, it's perfect.
It's like cutting salami.
You know what? I got a better idea for you. Change the knife. It's not gonna do anything.
I do have another one, mate.
I do have another one for you, bro.
Alright guys, the back has been lifted. Now it's time to move the front.
So these are the 2-inch spacers that came with the lift kit. Basically, we're gonna have to take the suspension out and apply it to the top of the strut so it lifts up the front to make room for these big old meaty tires. They look amazing. We might not need a spacer for the tire to bring it out to the side of the fender because we got some negative 12 millimeter offset rims.
And some meaty tires, bro.
They got a lot of meat on the sides, and we might be good to not buy a spacer. So we have the best structural rigidity, and spacers bring out the tires. It gets a little weaker, maybe a little bit of steering wheel play. When it's directly mounted to the rotors, it's gonna be the best structural point to attach the rims to.
Alright guys, so I know what you're thinking. Why aren't we changing the suspension on this truck? Reason is, we mentioned it in the last episode that we want to do some crazy mods to this truck. So here it is. We are planning on building our own lower and upper control arms. But in order to do that, we want to install the kit that we have right now for the truck and see how it sits on that one. In the near future, we are looking to change the suspension in the front and back. Meaning, we want to get the strut tower, because that's how you lift it for that. So for the back, we want to get new shock absorbers. So the plans that we have for this truck is to make our own lower and upper control arms, change the suspension, and shock absorbers in the back. So let's get to mounting this plate that we have right now and see how we're standing with the height, the wheel, and the clearance that we need, and we'll go from there.
Bring in the new strut tower now.
That was simple, Daniel, to take off, wasn't it?
It was. Everything is just... I thought we can skip some stuff, but it looks like it's not forgiving. We have to remove a lot of stuff. Sway bar link, loosen these control arms, axle.
Pinion rack and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So let's get going with that thing.
So we had to flip around the strut tower 180 degrees, and the bushing needs to move around a little bit because the bolts are angled, they don't go straight down. You can force it in and it'll move on the bushing, and it's gonna be good because the original bolts basically flip around and they won't match up to the holes on the tower on the vehicle.
On the truck, Daniel.
So you have to flip it around in order to make the new holes fit with the strut tower on the frame.
Perfect. Now let's get it in. We got that spacer in over there on the strut.
Can't even see anything.
Went in pretty nice, really easy. Now we got to start mounting back the
Components,
the upper control arm, lower control arm.
sway bar.
Well, here it is. Truck lifted. There's definitely a huge difference compared to what it used to be before. So this tire right now, it clears a lot better than it used to. Well, obviously, given that we apply that spacer there. But let's see how it looks without this one. Oh yeah, Daniel, we got a lot of clearance now, bro. A lot of it. We are about to scientifically measure what kind of height we've gained. So do it, Daniel.
1 palm and about 2 fingers.
That's scientifically enough for us. Let's go on the other side and see what's up. So compared with the stock suspension that we have right now, so that's what, only 4 fingers.
Yeah, on the other side, put it from the knuckles to knuckle. On this side, I can't even fit the tips of my fingers.
Well, there you go, guys. Science.
Since we're going Raptor with this truck, might as well go Raptor with the running boards as well. They're made of metal, pretty sturdy. and they're ready to install on the truck. So let's get that started.
So unlike the running boards that are on the truck right now, this one only has 2 mounting points, one at each end. So the bracket that came with the running boards for the Raptor, it's much more sturdy as opposed to the regular one, the stock one. Daniel, guess what we received?
What?
We got some fan mail, dude.
What?
Look at this
No way.
stuff. Nah, I'm just kidding. Those are some parts that came today that we ordered a couple of days ago. Maybe one day, dude.
It's not as exciting anymore.
Let's open it and see what we got.
Yeah, that's enough for the truck.
Open it faster. I want to see what we got there.
Side markers for the...
Okay, so those are the lights that go on the fender flare out front. We only got 2, but we gotta get 2 more so we can put the other ones that go on the bed of the truck. And what is that? TPMS sensors. Well, I thought we got some better stuff. Well, that's good too, but we were expecting more. We are waiting for more parts to arrive. So it looks like we only got a couple. That's what we were supposed to get.
One step closer to installing the rims.
I think I know what's in that box. The
Yeah, I know what it is.
fog lights. The LED ones, the ones that look a lot cooler than the
You
OEM
would be
ones.
wrong. That's the filter right here.
Ah, man. We got the filter. No way, dude. So I wasn't even close by a mile, dude. I was so far away. Well, that's all right. We'll wait for the other parts to arrive.
Not as exciting as you were
Man,
expecting.
not as exciting, no.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
Daniel, it is what it is. Let's finish installing those running boards and continue on.
So the way we're gonna do the stripe on this truck is we found the center line. We drew a couple of marks with a pencil, and from here we're gonna measure 5 inches to the right, 5 inches to the left, and mark with the pencil where that mark is. And then we're going to use the knifeless tape to put a straight line down on both sides, then lay the wrap and cut it down nicely and easily.
So we're basically gonna have a 10-inch width gloss vinyl wrap that's gonna go from the hood all the way to the back gate.
Let's get that moving.
We have finished the strap here on the hood and it's looking amazing. Right now we are working on the roof to get the center line, make sure we get all the marks right, just so that the lines will be straight, but it's looking amazing. We are taking our sweet time to make sure we get this line straight and beautiful. Isn't that right, Daniel?
That is right. Now
Yep.
give me the knife.
out so beautiful. Such a beautiful transition from the matte to gloss. Extraordinary. Here's where we've done an inlay at the top just because we were short on the front piece and we didn't want to waste too much material, so we split it in half, or 2/3 from the driver's side back. Looking pretty sick, dude. We are done with the stripe on the hood and the roof. Now we have to go and grab that tailgate, Daniel, and start taking it apart again because for some reason we put it back. We installed everything on it. Right, let's go and get it out and start doing the strap on that one. Here is the gate, and we got to start taking the emblem off, that latch over there and the other stuff, but it should be a lot easier this time because we have already done it once. I don't know why we put it back, but it just happened. I guess we forgot about the stripe that we were gonna do on the car, on the truck, but not to worry about it. Let's do it. That's looking dope, Daniel. We've done a crazy job here.
Took a bit of time, like everything ever does, but it's done now. We can install it back on the bed, and the bed is officially finished.
I don't think we've ever placed the bed on the truck since we took it off. Can you believe it? Not even wrapped, we still haven't placed it on the truck. Can't wait to see how it looks now.
Oh, yeah.
It's wrapped,
awesome.
And with this
Especially
nice stripe
with the
on
tires
it.
and everything.
Oh yeah, getting closer, man. We're getting closer. The stripe on the truck came out beautiful. Wait till you guys see the kind of rims we got. They just came in today. They also look amazing. But with that, we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching this one. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.